Luan was sitting on the banks of the Yarra, and Bunjil throws off his feather, which mesmerises him, and he journeys, he dances, he moves through the seasons, there's 6 seasons, and then he becomes like the demigod to teach law for young men to transition from boyhood to manhood. And he's at Wilson's prom, Wamoon, and that's where he sits today. You can never look upon his face. He appeared and instructed law. So there was always those spiritual journeys that people had to do, and women went to where we know as the Point Nepean or Monmar. So they had to know their birthing rights, and they connected with the seals and dolphins because it's a cradle, nursery. So they're the stories. This is a beginning of a place to go. When Melbourne sort of was where we know as Melbourne, but they really, where they had their big ceremonies, whereas up on where we know as the Government House or Emerald Hill. And then you start to see country properly. If you go and look at in the library, the early paintings of the realists that painted what they saw this landscape looked like. And you start to get a better picture, and then you hear about the last performance of a Nagi, which the early settlers witnessed. And it was telling a story about an event that happened. As the early settlers would have heard it, they thought it was, they said it was like the dance of thunder, but what it really was a volcano eruption. And I thought, why would they be doing that? And then as I was doing the run around the tan, I saw they were uncovering the volcano. So you start to think of things differently, of how stories were told through dance, songs, ceremonies, that allowed people to know the country, and events would happen, and the women drummed, the men jumped and clicked. So they said it was something that what they witnessed they had never seen before in their lives. I suppose the early settlers didn't see much performances. They said it was something like a folklore thing, you know, as they would describe it. We had a big ceremony for the Nagi, Yalukatwillam Nagi, which was about song and dance and ceremony. We held last year after dark. People swamped us, you know, so that was amazing. I think people want to have some connection to the first people, but we've got to be open enough to bring them in and not see us as the victim on their landscape. Their landscape was ours. It's theirs now. It's a part of the sharing, shared stories, shared values. Many people who journeyed through our country must remember that they're journeying through the Bunwarang language group. We are the Yalukatwillam. Our country goes from the Werribee River down to what you know as Mordialloc. My ancestor was able to get some land back on that, but one of the things we were taught was always to welcome guests. We were required to tell them about the laws. So firstly it was Wominjika, Marambik, Bik, Bunurong, Nurmdurp, Barupton, Atawillam. Welcome to our beautiful home, the land of the Great Bay, Nurm being our home. This is also a gift that we offer you. Bunjil taught us to always welcome guests, but he required us to ask all visitors to make 2 promises. One, not to harm the land of Bunjil, and not harm the children of Bunjil. And this commitment was made through an exchange of a small bow dipped in the water of the land. So once again, Wominjika, welcome to the Yalukatwillam or St Kilda. Thank you.